What's something you did that you later found out was illegal? 1. I was traveling. And on one leg of the trip what I thought was a 2-hour layover was actually a 26-hour wait. I didn't have the right visa to leave the airport and the customs guy said I wouldn't be able to stay overnight. So I asked him if I could buy a visa anywhere at the airport. He gave me a price. But it was in the local currency and I didn't know the exchange rate. The ATM would only dispense USD for an American card, so I took out $100 and went back to the desk. I handed the customs official the money and asked, "Is this enough?" It wasn't until I saw him put it in his pocket before stamping my passport that I realized I had just paid a bribe. 2. I scanned a dollar bill and printed it out in computer class in 7th grade. The substitute teacher called the cops. An officer showed up, took me in a small room, threw the actual book at me, and made me read the entries on counterfeiting aloud. I was super scared, but girls liked me a lot more after I got pulled out of class by the police. 3. Riding a bike drunk. Apparently that's a DUI. 4. When I was in middle school my dad would give me $20 a week to pay for much. I was rarely ever hungry at lunch, so I just ended up saving the money. One day someone asks to borrow $1 to buy snacks and they'd pay me back with a quarter as interest the following week. I agree and it becomes a thing. Next thing I know more people are quietly borrowing money from me and paying me back, and it kind of snowballs to the point where I even had teachers borrow money from me once in a while. During this period I had lamented to my buddies that 1 or 2 folks who had borrowed from me often were avoiding me because they couldn't pay me back. Someone offered to collect the money for me if they could keep some of what they got. It sounded like a good deal, so I agreed. I eventually stopped doing it because I felt like people were only using me for my money. I tried to reinvent myself when I started high school. Years later I realized that I had inadvertently been a loan shark. 5. Pumped my own gas. New Jersey is an odd place. 6. I knew it was illegal at the time, but I had an unlimited rental pass at Blockbuster. I'd walk in, rent a movie, go home and burn it, make copies, come back in and rinse and repeat all day. I probably backed up Blockbuster's entire collection for them. 7. Don't judge me, but when I first started driving I thought I could turn left on red. Turns out, you can only turn right on red.